Hello, Steve 89. Batwoman's ratings. I can't really believe how bad it's getting. I know a lot of people bash the show for its content. I haven't watched the show. I haven't watched a single episode of the show. I've just seen clips and videos, and just a lot of the press and promotion kind of turned me off it in the first place. I watched the first season of Supergirl and loved it, and bought the next three seasons on DVD and haven't watched it yet, partly because I don't have the time and partly because people have said it went to trash basically once it went from CBS to the CW, and I'm not sure because a lot of the people who say this are the same sort of people who think that Gina Carano is a hero. So perhaps I should go watch Supergirl and see what a real hero looks like, or hero or whatever. I'm fine with the heroes. I haven't watched it, but I've been following the politics of it, and the ratings are just unbelievably bad. They started off, season one was like 1.8 million, first episode, then dropped to 1.4 million, then 1.2 million, 1.2 again, then 1.16, then 1.09, and then 1, and 1, and 1.7 came up for a bit. Then it dropped way down to 0.79, then 0.67. This is all first season. 0.84, then 0.815, 0.75, 751,000, 0.74, 0.76, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 0.704, and point 0.7, so 739,000 we got for the last episode of the season. And then this season is like, it started off at 659,000, and then the second episode was 623,000, and people were arguing that, oh, it's because they're competing with sports ball or something. So then the next week that wasn't on, and they went up 14% to 708,000. And then last week they dropped 28% to 509,000, and now this week it's down again 0.39% to 507,000. 507,000 people are watching this show, and they don't think they're doing something wrong. Now, I'm a gay man. I'm a very gay man. I worship Cher and Madonna and collect Franklin Mint dolls and go to leather parties, and I'm totally gay. I'm all for the diversity. I support trans people. I support just everyone. I'm all for diversity and equality and everything, blah, blah, blah. And I have wanted to see more representation of the alphabet people. I call myself an alphabet person. It's fine. I don't care. I don't find that offensive because it's just too damn hard to remember all the letters. I can't do it. And the order, oh my God, just calls the alphabet people fine. As long as you're doing it respectfully, I don't care. But yeah, I've enjoyed seeing more representation as I've grown older on TV and that, and I do appreciate it. It makes me feel better to feel like I'm represented in the media. But this show is clearly missing the mark. It is focusing so much on specific politics and specific targeting a specific audience that is a minority within a minority. And you can't run a show like that. You can have that in there, but you've got to cater to the general audience as well. Unless you just want a niche show that only gets a couple of 100,000 audience members. And if that's what you want to do as a studio for some reason, you don't care about the money. If you're streaming and you just want this one show that does this for artistic or social reasons, because there are other general commercial shows that pick up the slack, basically, that's fine. But that's not what the CW is. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know what the hell this is. But Wonder Woman, Batwoman is just she's just heading below 500,000. It's got to come soon, because the word of mouth, the criticism, everyone's just trashing it. Now I don't know. Now maybe I will enjoy the show because it is aimed at alphabet people like myself, although I've got a feeling it's more for lesbians. And the lesbians and the gays don't get along too well. That's how the alphabet people started. because we didn't want to be both considered queer. So we're like, no, we're gay, we're lesbian, we want to be. So it's like, well, lesbian and gay. And then everyone else was like, well, why do only the lesbians and the gays get their own title? So then it's like the trans and the bi, and then it's like LGB, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's how the trans thing happened, because we don't actually get along. That's a little secret the gays, the gay community doesn't really like to. So you can't even say the gay community, because that's like you're excluding the lesbians. We have our own stupid internal politics. And I do think the show is probably catered more towards the lesbians, and I probably won't appreciate it as much. But I probably will appreciate it more than your average straight person. So I probably will enjoy the show if I watch it. I'm going to get there. I actually have access to it, which I just realised the other day. I'm like, oh, there's Batwoman. I can watch Batwoman. Okay. I'm going to get around to doing it. But at the moment, I'm watching The Smurfs, and I'm up to season 8. And I'm quite happy being in the 80s, because it's just a nicer place to be. So I'm going to take my time and hanging out in the Smurf village, and then I'll eventually get to watching I keep wanting to call her Batwoman. I'll eventually get to it, and I'll do a proper review, and I'll work out if this show is trash or not. Because it's very easy for people like Mr. H and Az from Heel vs. Babyface, whatever his name is, to trash the show because, they're right-wing. I wouldn't want to call them racist or sexist or homophobic or anything like that, because, that would be, scandalous and possibly libelous or whatever. But it's very easy for them to hate on the show and call it trash, because it's certainly not made for them. It's not meant to appeal to them. So I'm going to give it a chance at some point and see how it goes. But either way, they're not appealing to the general audience. The people who should be their audience hate the show and only hate watch it and love trashing it. So I don't know what their goal is. If their goal is artistically to just create a show that only appeals to a certain niche, and they're happy with that, if those people are responding the way they want, I guess that's their prerogative. But how you can do that in a commercial market, I don't understand. But I'm going to go. I just saw how that the ratings were basically still dropping, only a little bit, but still dropping, and I just thought, I don't know. Just good luck. God bless. Yeesh. Every week it's like you just sort of brace yourself and look to see what the ratings are. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And we'll see where it goes next week. I mean, by the end of the season, I can't imagine that they're still going to be over 500,000. Oh well, bye.